ride or die on this block, ain't no robbing me. These niggas like to comment shit on Instagram pics. See me in public, say hi to me. Boy, I don't get it.
Welcome to DC Gospel, man. Before I go any further, man, hit them buttons, man. Subscribe, share, and like. Man, we're on our way to 10,000 subscribers, y'all. Man, what's going on with y'all, man? How y'all doing, man? So, man, this the first time, man, when I was in Lincoln Heights.
This is the entrance to one of the buildings at Lincoln Heights, and what we've been noticing during outreach is just
the first time I ever got a plug. We was we was like 15 or 14, 15. Yeah, 15. That's when I bought my first car when I was 15. And my man, Boo, he was a mathist. And this is a long story. So look, boy, I'm gonna tell y'all back in 90, y'all remember when the Bubbles first came out, the Bubble Z in 1990. He had the 91 joint when 91 came out. I never forget, y'all. So he pulling up. So he used to hang with us in Lincoln Heights every day. He had this pit bull. We used to fight. We just out there, man, selling, just trying to make a way, get money, you know what I mean? So he used to have this pit named Lexus fighting on the hill for money. Joint was a showstopper back in the days, I remember back in the days, everybody was on that dog fight stuff. So his mom sent him away. We ain't never know he was a Mapsist, none of that. We ain't know who they even really were for real. So when he came back like 8 months later, he in a Z, white Z. So he jumping out the Bubble Z. So me and my other man, Nick Nace, be me, him, and Nick Nack real tight. So we like, Dad, what's up, boo? So we looking at him. So he like, man, cool, man. He happy, vibrant. So he going and see his mom. So me and Nick looking at him like, man, what they doing? So boom, he come back out. So we just talk on. So he's like, I'm gone, y'all. He left, boom. So like 4 or 5 days later, he come back in here. He come back in here on some he had the white Tahoe 2-door joint. You remember when they first came out? So he pull up Lincoln Heights. And this no bull, y'all. Me and Nick now look down like this, man. We gotta see what he doing, y'all. So we walked up to him. My man Nick was like, hey Mo, man, boo, man, what you doing, bro? What you doing, man? So he was like this, man, y'all trying to hustle. So he was like, hustle? He was like, back. Get in the car, boom. So he take us to a store, on Central Avenue. We young niggas. I'm surprised taking a pager, a beep store, a phone store. They was kind of get the jumping back then with phones, with pages actually. And phones was kind of like, people was getting them squeaky, but they had them. So I never forget this, y'all. This is no bull, He went to lift the couch up. He was like, dang, yeah, you got your own store? He's like, yeah, these my people's joint. So he gave us a deuce a piece, Mo. 2 blickies was like, Mo, y'all don't owe us nothing, man. You don't owe me nothing, man. Just mess with me. And this how it really all started, my whole pumping career. Mo, he had the best coat and I don't know, probably DC at the time. So look, we moving it. I got my old heads in Lincoln Heights mad. My moms didn't even know I was hustling, y'all. They went and told my moms, man, yeah, man, Blunt be hustling. I don't know why he hanging with Nick Nack. So they think Nick Nack really the problem, but really is me. I'm the brains behind everything. So long story short, my mom asked me, was I hustling? I was like, nah, I ain't hustling.
I got a piece of money together, you hear me?
So long story short, y'all, we cranking. And how we knew our old head was mad, he walked past the window one day. We looking out the window. They say, ain't no youngins taking over my court, y'all. So me and my man Nick Nack looked at each other like, is he talking about us? Because we pumping. We got both the Ricks pumping for us, Mo. And you remember the dude Rick right here saying that, man, we got a lot of money together on everything. This in the selling coke days. So boom. Boo. People tried to rob him, y'all. He ended up going to jail. He caught a body, caught one of them, killed nigga him 30 years out, Merlin Stiff. Gone. So long, then after that, we was pumping so hard, we met a guy named Carlos Mathis. Carlos Mathis. Everybody know Carlos Mathis. Shout out to Carlos Mathis, man. Eddie Mathis. Oh, you know, just that whole family. So Carlos Mathis, he used to mess with one. He was probably still married to her. I think she escaped, told her one of them little girl groups back. I remember she used to come up Lincoln Heights with him. But I never forget this day he pulled up in Lincoln Heights. They in like 20 Benzes. He get out the joint like an entourage. He's like, your name Blood? I'm like, yeah. So he's like, this, yeah, man. Boo told me keep dealing with y'all, man. Y'all good little men. Woo. So after that, y'all, everything just took off. I'm trying to tell you, Mo, I lived a different type of life in DC. Like, all them other guys, like, I get it, but you can go ask these guys. They stand up, man. We all changed our life around, but I was moving them, you know, like moving them, moving. So I could get, man, meet him everywhere, man, became his man. That's how I, like, me, hey, what's up, y'all? Me, Gold Chain, we just always had that type of, like, even when I met Gold Chain, it was just the same way. I always connect with the man who, yeah. But Carlos Mathis, good man from DC, man, really helped me, man. One of the guys who sent me on how to, man, get motivated and get money and just do what I do, man. What y'all think about the stories about, you know, Carlos Mathis? And I remember times when he used to take us up the store, up the madness. And I mean, it used to be crazy going in there and looking at Eddie Mathis. It used to be just like a young dude living a glory life. He with guys who got serious money. He know his property in his house where he live at. So it was a different type of life for me growing up. And I really appreciate the men who allowed me to even be even in their life at them times back in the 90s and getting money, you know what I mean, buying chains. And man, I was doing that in the 90s. I'm just being honest with y'all, bro. Like, first car when I was 15. I done had Bentleys. I done had all types of cars, man, out here on these DC streets, man. I love my city. Man, what y'all think, man? We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers, y'all. Check me out at the club. My next one dropping right after this, y'all. And I'm about to start having giveaways on my channel for my family, y'all. You know what I mean? I get paid for doing this. So as these checks get bigger, I'm going to definitely look out for my community the best way I can. In a small way, ain't like I'm making a whole lot, but I got other avenues. Like, man, go get your Axum watch, y'all. Real talk, Axum on IG.
I got a dot on this Glock, ain't no robbing me. These niggas like to comment shit on Instagram pics. See me in public, say hi to me. Boy, I don't get it.